run a business myself. If I go to a bank, they're going to turn me down because I never had a business before. But is that something SBA can help?
Sure. Well, we mentioned, and you referred right now as we started this segment about the three program areas, and I talked about the technical assistance area, and that's very, very important. We offer classes on starting a new business, on even just the idea, am I a business owner? One of the things I say to people, they say, well, I just lost my job, or I always work for certain people, I want to start my own business. Well, why do you want to start? Do you want to work 18 hours a day? Oh, no. I can barely work 8 hours a day. Well, then welcome to the reality of life. A business owner is often working 18 hours a day. Everybody leaves. The business owner is there trying to figure out, do I pay for the electric bill? Where can I cut? Especially now with sales dropping. So it's very important that even that initial idea of why do I want to start a business? What kind of business? So we offer classes, consulting, in all of those steps at the point in time when the person says, I know what I want to start. I want to do television programming. I want to, whatever it is, chances are we have a counselor who has a background in that. We offer the classes on how to start, how to write a business plan. Very, very important. One of the steps that we would encourage people before they go to the bank is to have a plan. And most of the time people say, oh, no, government paper, I got to write a big plan. The plan, you know where the plan is, Henry? In the person's head.
Right.
If they're really an entrepreneur, it's all there. All you have to do is turn it on. The words come out onto the paper. There's no, there's different forms. They can go online and find some great information. I give the website sba.gov, sba.gov. Wonderful resource for all kinds. There's even tutorials online of all of these topics. But that business plan is real key because that whole process prompts a person to think of, why do I want to start a business? Where do I want to start it? When am I going to start it? All of those key questions that, yes, are in your head, you start to put them down on a piece of paper. 1, 2, 3, 10 pages. So that when you go to the bank, there's your presentation.
Now, are these services that you provide, your office provide, are they free?
They're all free. Once in a while, there's a charge. For example, for duplication of materials, it could be $25, $10, a very, very minimal charge. But all of that, the consulting is incredible. We have a group called the Service Corps of Retired Executives. These are individuals who have maybe retired. Some of them are still current business owners, and they volunteer. And it's very, very likely that if you go there, we could find a counselor exactly in what you want to do. You want to start a restaurant? Here's a woman who owned a restaurant for 40 years, top-notch, retired, sold a restaurant, and now she wants to volunteer to help a young man like you that wants to start a restaurant. And imagine, that kind of consultation, you could pay hundreds of dollars an hour for, and it's free. Somebody telling you, no, Henry, that's not the way to do it. This is the way to do it. I'm telling you from the mistakes I made that this is the way to do it. So it's tremendous help.
And I just have a personal question. What about you have an idea for a business, but you don't kind of want to, you're afraid to talk to people because you think people might steal your idea. When you speak to these senior professionals, do people that go to them have to be afraid that, hey, they might steal my ideas?
You whisper so no one can hear the secret. Sure, these are all perfect. We have people who come in with confidentiality agreements that they want us to sign, and we sign them because these are we've not had a case of somebody feeling that they stole their idea. And then there's always, when people start to tell me things like that, I say, well, look, you don't have to. I mean, you tell me you have an invention. I don't know that I need to know exactly how the invention works. I mean, you tell me what it's for. What is it? A plumbing device? Is it something you put on your TV? Right. Okay, we can begin to identify the industry and what banks might want to be helpful and what you need without getting into. And once in a while, though, we have people, obviously, who spent a good part of their lives developing a concept, and they're very concerned. But we've not had that be a problem.
Right. But, this is very attractive. This is very enticing. Anybody that has business there, instead of going it alone, and never had really the market experience of it, this is a resource that people can use.
Sure. Sure.
and to make help you have a greater probability to succeed in your new business?
Well, we know again, Henry, that there's so many things that make a business successful, and it's not just the product. It's not just this is the world's greatest taco. This is the world's greatest chicken bowl. No. So nobody knows that this is the world's greatest thing. What does that mean? Well, you're not going to have any sales.
Right.
Well, my friends, you got to market. We develop marketing plans all the time. All of those things, very, very important. And it's something that the bank would want to know too, not just good product, but how you're going to market it.
Right. There's a lot of useful information that I'm dying to know more about, but it's only a half an hour show. We've got a few minutes left. I'd like to go into government contracting.
Sure.
Because the stimulus bill just came out, and I think the Congress approved it. And I know there's a lot of opportunities for business owner out there that can get a piece of.
We have information on our website also as to where there are contracts. Basically, what we're talking about there is that the stimulus bill, the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act that the President signed on the 17th of February, provided for about $787 billion in government assistance of different sorts. Some of that involves contracts that are coming to the states, to the counties, the cities, the different municipal governments. California is thought to get maybe $4 billion in those kinds of contracts, and those are for all kinds of goods and services. So you hear the term a lot in the news and the paper. Contract shovel ready. You hear that concept. Be shovel ready, which means that the cities are supposed to have projects that are ready to go. They don't have to study it. They don't. The plans are ready to go. What we say to people is the government is trying to be shovel ready. You need to be contract ready. You need to have your paperwork in order. You need to get yourself certified. There's all kinds of programs to certify you as a minority-owned firm, as a small business, all of those kinds of things. And people should, they go on our website, they can get information. Maybe next time we come, we can talk a little bit more about how that whole process works. But this is, again, a wonderful time because even though we have a major recession, it's worldwide. We see signs that we're coming out of it, but there's all sorts of assistance from the federal government, from other entities, and then local community resources working on that.
Right. Unfortunately, this is only a half an hour show, but the information that you provided to us today, I find great interest in them, and I'm sure my viewers are all very interested and want to find out more. There's two ways they can do it. One is just log on the website, www.sba.gov, or continue watching my show because we plan to do additional shows where we can go in depth of these programs that you talk about and maybe can provide you with more information. So with that, I'd like to thank you.
Well, thank you
Mr.
very
Alvarado
much
for coming in and talk to us about SBA. And I look forward to seeing you more in our show in the future, talking about SBA and other subject matters. So thank you, and thank you for watching the show today. We'll see you next time.